Let's consider what is the difference between combinations and permutations firstly. Let's consider an example. There are 30 students in total in a class and we need to form a committee of 3 students. And another question is, also 30 students in total, we need a committee of 3 students, but one student must be president, another vice president, and the third one should be secretary. What is the difference? The first question, to form a committee of 3, these 3 students are indistinguishable here. Order or roles of these students are not important here. We need just a group of 3 students, and hence it's combinations to find the number of ways to form such a group. It's combination 3 out of 30. But when order is important, or some objects have roles, it will be permutations 3 out of 30. And formulas are given in a data booklet, and formulas are for combinations. It's the greater factorial in numerator, and the denominator is the lower number factorial, and greater minus lower, 30 minus 3 factorial. And permutations, greater factorial divided by greater minus lower factorial. And we know that if we have some, for example, 3 objects, the number of ways to rearrange them, and it's actually also permutation 3 out of 3, it's just 3 factorial. What do I mean? It may be ABC, BAC, BCA, and so on. There are 6 ways in total. And if we choose just 3 indistinguishable objects, and if we multiply by 3 factorial, what does it mean? It means that we can rearrange these 3 objects, or for example students here, if they have some rows, or when order is important. And you can see that 3 factorial cancels, and we get a formula for permutations, number of permutations. So if we need just to find the number of rearrangements, we just use n factorial. Another example. For example, there are 10 cakes in total, and you want to buy 3 cakes, just pack of 3 cakes. So these objects are indistinguishable. Order doesn't matter here, so it will be combination 3 out of 10. But if you want to buy 3 cakes, and you want one to be eaten for breakfast, another for lunch, the third for dinner, order is important, so it will be permutation 3 out of 10. Or if you choose indistinguishable objects, you may there are 3 factorial ways to rearrange them, and you get number of permutations. And now let's consider this problem. There are 30 students in a class, of which 18 are girls and 12 are boys. 4 students are selected at random to form a committee. Calculate the probability that the committee contains 2 girls and 2 boys. And if we consider probability, the general formula is the number of favorable, or what we need, ways divided by the total number of ways. So, what is the total number of ways to form committee of 4 out of 30? And you can notice that these 4 students are indistinguishable, so it will be combinations 4 out of 30. And what do we need? We need 2 girls and 2 boys. Number of ways to choose 2 girls out of 18. It's also combinations 2 out of 18. And 2 boys. But question is plus or multiply. It's one event for in total 2 girls, 2 boys. So it's not or, it's actually and 2 and 2. When you need or, it's plus and multiplication. So it must be multiplied by combinations 2 out of 12. So it becomes number of favorable or number of ways what we need divided by total number of ways to choose to choose something. And you may calculate it with the calculator, and the answer is 0.368 to 3 significant figures. B. Students all of the same gender. And again, it's probability, and also it will be divided by combinations 4 out of 30. And it may be all boys or all girls, or it means plus. So number of ways to choose 4 girls out of what? Out of 18. Combinations 4 out of 18 plus combinations 4 out of 12. All girls or all boys. And it is equal to 0.130 to 3 significant figures. And that's all for this question.